Let's see if we can't do something about my boredom.
All right, we're back. Figured I'd open up with a intense battle. I realized we never got a chance to see all of Rydia's summons since I ended the last recording session. So, here we go. Everybody defend. If you remember, the summoner in FF3 was pretty good, especially when they became a sage who could use summons. Now, unfortunately, she seems to be our next to slowest character. I don't think Ifrit will hurt these guys too much because they're kind of fiery. Let's see what Rama has to say. Kenpachi Rama-sama. I need to organize Rosa's white magic. Now that I'm thinking about it. Everybody's casting a spell. Judgment Bolt, or just Judge Bolt for short. Get smoked, shitlords. So yeah, summons are basically like a giant multi-target elemental attack that doesn't do split damage. So that makes them real good. Take that, Black Liz. Rosa leveled up. Yeah, I guess we should put, once again, some magic meat on her bones. Cecil's like, I gave up being a Dark Knight and became a Paladin, but I've still got to take these magic kids. How do I reach these magic kids and get them levels? Ambushed. That's sad and scary. Here's what we're all gonna do. We're all just gonna parry until Rydia's turn, and then we're gonna do another summon. We've already seen her Mist Dragon. She used that to save us from the fight with Golbez and his summon there. Oh yeah, Titan. Remember Titan? Oh, I don't think I actually pointed out that we got lucky during that fight because we jumped with Kane before Golbez had a chance to use his paralyzing gas or whatever. So Kane, normally Kane would have been disabled during that fight just like Rosa and Yang. So I just thought that was neat. That was Kane's revenge for being quote unquote mind controlled. Son, big oily muscly man rupturing the earth. That really takes you back, doesn't it, Kane? Remember the good times? Kane and Rydia just look at each other and look back at Cecil and just refuse to say anything. And Cecil's like, yep, the good times, boys. We'll never see those days again. All right, we've had fun. Shared a few hearty, sensible chuckles. I don't know if I'd qualify them as laughs. But I think we're good. Is everybody girded? How's everybody's loins doing? Kane, your loins doing all right? Yeah. 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 All right. We get her some icy arrows. I think we have some. Oh yeah, speaking of which, you could probably stand to have the Ice Claw. And there we go. The Ice Claw is an Ice Claw when you're fighting enemies weak to ice. That's how the saying goes, so make that a needle point. All right, we got to trudge our ass all the way up here to the tower. Not this way. You think George could have told me that? Little heads up. All right, you crowd are real intimidating, son. I'm telling you. Shake it in my boots. Don't forget she's just got straight up black magic for fun. Respectable Blizzard 1 damage. Cecil's throwing hatchet finished that fight. My God, this place is full of the most peninsulas. And they're not even of power. It's the worst part. An armadillo. It's not even like a monster. It's just an armadillo. Just kind of hanging out. Trying to have a good time. Trying to share some laughs. Go to the underworld. Fight the main characters. Share a few laughs. Get froze. Shit, Lord. We make a good team. Son. Got some melees and some magic. You can't go wrong. All right, here's how we're going to do this. You're going to go here and you're going to go here. And then protect. Shouldn't have shell yet. Or well, she has slug. There was soon and raise over there. Make the blinks fail. That's about it, really. Everybody gets to heal their HP. Hauling ass through the underworld. Boom. Kane don't need magic to kill the enemies. He's got the magic of jumps. That's the magic of jumps. Alright, we're going to use the ever so useful best spell in the game, Sight. We don't even need a Sword of Omen. See, now we know where to go. I always told you Sight was the most useful spell in the game, son. It's the Edward of spells. You crowd look real fucking pleasant. Here, let's press select so we can impotently watch our percentages. See, everybody's at 100%, but we still got to stay here for 2 hours while we watch the enemy's melee animations. So, on the start of a new recording session, I'm already bitching and moaning. Here, you need to cover her. Try not to get jealous, Rosa, but I have to throw my meaty body in front of this other lady so that she doesn't die. Shiva's a good one for down here. Oh, look at that! Miss her with that shit and hit me with that shit. Let us pray. Dia dust. The Dia stands for diamond. Dead. A potion. I've already got 99 food. Now I got to drink one so I don't feel bad all the time. Drink of the potion. Ride the shoe puff. Y'all could use some more Final Fantasy references. Okay. Yang always needs HP. That's part of being a monk is you have a lot of HP, but you're never really at full HP. Monks tend to get slapped around a lot. You'll find. Why ain't you crowd pleasant? Goblin cap, son. Those goblins are coming at us straight bussing. We gotta use some lingo you kids are into. Son, talk about relatability. You're like, man, I sat there and watched Uncle Tenfey play how many hours of FF4? And I was like, what is he going on about? Just making shit up. All day, every day. I didn't know how much HP these guys had. I figured she could just hit one with her shillelagh. Prayers unanswered. When you're too deep underground, Jesus can't hear your prayers, son. He gets interference. You need to go down to Best Buy and get like a prayer signal booster. And somehow we won. You're just the crowd I want to deal with right now. Give Rhea another chance to shine. So her Mr. Dragon, it says the damage is based on her HP. So I'm going to guess it's like her max HP minus her current HP. You tend to find abilities like that in later Final Fantasy games. Usually they're just a bunch of question marks as the name. The cold mist rises. If I was still Dark Knight Cecil, he'd have been like, let's see if we can't upgrade that to Dark Mist from Cold Mist. Although the dark is rather cold, so you got a good start. You got a good head on your shoulders, Rydia. They're having fun. Light battles. Armadillo. Armadillo. Let's see if we can kill them both before Kane lands, son. That's the new game. Probably not, but it's a fun thing to try. Nope. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Can't kill steal from Kane, son. He's like, what was the name of that Spartan guy in League of Legends that could jump anywhere? Pantheon? I can't imagine anyone plays that character anymore because he was like a starting character. So League of Legends is one of those games where it had like power creep. Of course, I haven't played it since like 2011, so what the hell do I know? Probably more than you'd think. All right, I like how we camped in the middle of this like artillery onslaught on the Tower of Babel. We're like, yeah, we'll just put a tent right here, son. Ain't no thing. Ain't no thing. Here we are. The Tower of Babel. The only time we'll ever visit this location. Well, that was either an either or either an ain't. I can tell you that right to start with. It's a new recorded session, so I've got to bust out my dumb quote-unquote joke that I love. Well, I was going to say I'm prancing through this place with nary a care. Oh, you fucking crowd. All right, here's how this is going to go down. My boy's going to jump past your dolls and smack you upside the head. And everyone else gets to melee their own doll. See if you can change one of them. We could give her the ice rod so that she could cast free blizzard. But I don't know if it gives her as much stats. Become as pigs. Become as swine. And then get shot to death. Don't worry, Rosa, I'll finish him off. You loosened that pig up for me like a jar of pickles. I was just finishing him off. Son, it's important when you got a hot white mage girlfriend. You always let her know she's doing a good job. All right, let's go ahead and equip her with those icy arrows, because you know there's going to be a crowd in here that hate ice. Boom. Up the stairs. Hold on, the ancient text. This place's layout is kind of confusing just with all the technology and shit. So I got to make sure I don't miss anything good, because we probably can't come back. The beret. The fancy beret. What if my boy Yang were to wear that beret, son? Live it up. Boom. He pulls it off nicely. What's in this room? You didn't want me to know about secret treasures. I gotta get in a fight before I can even open the box. Hey, you crowd. So intimidating, boys. I'm on the edge of my seat, boys. Can't decide which pair of drawers I'm gonna shit first at the sight of you fucking crowd, boys. I'm telling you. They broke the mold. And they made you assholes. Thank God. All right, ladies. You're in charge of taking down that turtle. Cooperation and teamwork. I want to see it. They did it. Congratulations. And we got a mithril hammer. If we ever run into Sid again. Monsters in a box. I just got done fighting monsters. Sakurai. Sakurai, son. He's going to be putting the most characters in Smash Brothers when we're not paying attention. Try to hit him with your stick. Boy, ain't that thing pleasant. So here's the gimmick of this enemy. Is every time you strike it without destroying it, it summons an enemy for us to throw a hatchet at. I could have just meleeed right then with Cain, but Cain ascribes to the most basic tenet of Dragoon School. The first thing they teach you on the first day of Dragoon School, son. The ABJ. Always be jumping. Always be jumping, son. You missed. Guess you can shoot him with an arrow. Arrowed! So he'll summon that golem every time. And like I was saying earlier, if we just sat here and kill them over and over again, we'll get a shitload of experience at the end of the fight. It's a good thing. Need I remind you? Hey, what, just for fun, mid-battle? Ooh, where you at? Where you at? Oh, I didn't bring that damn ice rod with me, but never mind. Fun is dead. No, Cain, why? Too much hate in his heart. We'll be alright. I was just going to show it to you as a gimmick anyway. Well, he got the ice lance. That's why Cain was so eager to beat him. He saw that ice lance in the box, and he kept trying to tell Cecil, can I just equip this real quick? And Cecil's like, no, Cain, there were monsters in the box. We got to beat them first. God, that's the rule. You got a lot to learn about being a hero. I see why you were so easily, quote-unquote, mind-controlled. Golbez's mind control was he walked up to Cain and he was like, you know who's a huge asshole? That that Dark Knight Cecil. And Cain was like, you know what? I think you might be onto something. I think you might be onto something. Tell me more. I'd like to know more. Do you have Osmos yet? You don't. That's sad. That's sad. Take down that flame dog. Sweet cheeks. Oh yeah. Cecil's like, I love the kind of woman that can equip a bow and ice enchanted arrows and slaughter a manifestation of fire in the form of a beast and then heal my ass. He's not quite Spice Beagle. Oh no, which of these doors is the good door? Oh, ancient text. Oh, I see. The ancient text revealed these secrets to me. Only I can decipher it. Only I know the truth of the ancient text. It's like the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Whenever I go to start one of these Final Fantasy playthroughs, the moment I pick up the quote-unquote ancient text reader device that I use, I immediately get this flash like in Eternal Darkness of all the previous playthroughs. Son, Sakaguchi's ghost. Hey, I remember you. Now we could just kill the thing outright, probably with a Dragoon jump, but it's funner to see what he summons first. Oh boy. How much HP do you have anyway? Libra. Apply liberally. Wow, 1425. No weaknesses. Let's see how you feel about having an axe thrown at you. You weren't exactly weak to it. That's a bitchin' chimera you just summoned. Are you going to teach us Aqualung? Buddy, let's all stand here while Cain kills it, because if we kill him first, Cain's like, well, I got to land on something. He's just going to land on that damn eyeball. Can we turn you into a pig? No, we can't. You're not pig compliant. Get him with a Hatchet Man. Cecil Hatchetman. Oh, yeah. Okay, here's how this is going to go down. I don't mind slaughtering a couple 2-tree chimeras. I like how the lion ear is like whispering into the snake's ear, or the lion's head is whispering into the snake head's ear, but then the goat head's like, what are you guys talking about? Why do you always leave me out? I almost just meleeed with Cain. I'd had to start the whole playthrough over again, boys. It'd have been tragic. It'd have been tragic. Here, why don't you finish him off? I didn't even use her aim shot. That's how confident I am in her. Oh, yeah. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she did. And it was awesome. See, Every time intruder alert appears at the top of the screen, that's his current action, and it makes us have to wait again. Boys, you didn't expect this world-class bitching and moaning when I started RE4, I was about to say. When I started FF4. You're like, on the contrary, Uncle Tenfey. I demand it. How dare you play through a video game and not bitch and moan? How dare you cheat us? Alright, I think it's time to put this fucking thing to sleep. So, there's only one way to finish this fight. You go ahead and, I guess just actually pray. I bet Jesus can give us some free HP. And in the meantime, Kane, while you're jumping up there in heaven, if you see Jesus, tell him that, tell him my hot white mate's girlfriend was praying to him. And he was being a real dick by ignoring her. Kane and Yang, the leveling boys. An ice brand sword. Hot damn, son. Still got the tag on it. That's that paladin drip. Ooh. Now we could give that dwarf axe to Kane, but why would we do that? But why? Why would you do that? You could even dip your spear in it. I don't know why I keep clicking on you. I was trying too hard to build a dumb joke in my head. It's the number one thing that delays action in the Tenfey video is me trying to think up a dumb joke. Hey guys. Alright, now that I got this ice brand sword, you crowd are going down. Oh yeah, that's the image. Flame dogs hate it. Pray now. It's technically a Final Fantasy reference. Someday somebody will make the all Final Fantasy references Tenfey makes in TMVA Final Fantasy IV compilation. And it'll be, the whole video will just be like 10 minutes shorter than the whole playthrough. You need Curaga. Alright. Black Leah's called. Just for fun. Boom. 1984, son. It's a year that means a lot to me. Okay. Catclaw. No, not Kane. Catclaw better than the Hailclaw. The Hail Catclaw. Boom. Oh, his attack goes from 69 to 70. I just noticed. That's heartbreaking. But the only thing that can make me turn down a 69 is a cool cat. Okay. The ancient text. What you got to tell me about this here floor? I've been wandering around like a jackass. Uh-huh. Yeah, I see. Interesting. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you don't say. You don't say, the ancient text. So E comes out there, and then you do that. Okay, I got you. Okay, there's a lot of little side paths in here. I guess Blizzara is cheaper than Baya, and a lot of these enemies will get one-shotted by it. No, why, Jesus, why? Time for some paladin heals. You get a paladin heal. And you get a paladin heal. And I get a paladin heal. Preemptive strike. Wow, that was a hell of a preemptive strike. I guess that's one of the downsides of having the battle speed cranked. Is that preemptive strike means you get to select one command before the enemy comes at you. We should try turning the battle speed down and see if it like markedly improves our gameplay experience. You're like, yeah, if you want to be casual. That's the equivalent of when you're getting your ass kicked too hard in the Devil May Cry and it pops up, hey, do you want to turn on easy mode? Do you want to turn on the game wipes your ass for you mode? Let's put it back to 3, see what we get. Phoenix down. Mm-hmm. Killer bow, isn't that what she's using? No, that's a great bow, but not a great killer. Boom. Anything else up here I need to know about the ancient text? You hide anything? Look at that box over there on the right. You crowd thought I didn't know about. Hot damn boys. Ooh, an Antarctic. Induces an ice cream headache. You see that chest over there on the right, don't you? That they hid. That they didn't want me to have. Well, we're ambushed, so now we don't know nothing. Now we don't know nothing. Yeah, this whole percentage ATB thing, when I was first playing through this on my SD to SNES on my actual console in preparations for this playthrough, I would try to use that, but the longer I got through the game, the more I was like, this isn't really helping me. Your characters either have a turn or they don't. Cain didn't want prayers. He was on awkward terms with Jesus, because he's always times up there jumping into heaven. Okay. High potion. Speaking of which, let's get some HP restored to these crowd. Ooh. One thing you can do before you get too high up in here is you could try to warp out and sleep in a tent. Although, let me guess, this is going to be one of the dungeons where they're like, exit doesn't work. Yeah, it's like half the dungeons in the game. And I'm going to go ahead and assume you can't warp away the worries either. No. For plot reasons. Naraku's poisonous insects must be here. I think we're going to finish this fight before Cain lands. Dragoons hate it. This one simple trick lets all your other characters kill the enemy before the Dragoon's jump attack lands. Dragoons hate it. No, he always gets you. I'm not sure what the timing of Cain's jump is based on. Like if his speed stat affects it. We took 2 fucking steps. He must be the fastest boy in the party because he always goes first. Dragoons always go first when they want to. I guess Cecil's the flat slowest. Kind of makes sense. He's the tank. We just strapped a bunch of metal to him and had him stand in front of everybody. Oops. Well, Cain, I guess we'll see you again when we get to the top of the tower. I assume he's just standing up there, angrily crossing his arms and tapping his foot like Sonic the Hedgehog. Cain the Hedgehog, I guarantee it exists. Alright, another floor completed. 4th floor. Oh, ancient text. I entreat thee. I entreat thee. I think there is a safe point right here. It's true. Tent me up. Hooray. I guess we could be walking around as another character yet again. Rydia. With her obviously hairsprayed hair, son. Perfectly coiffed hairsprayed hair. There better not be monsters in this box. What did I just get done saying? Oh, another one of you. How pleasant. I don't even care what you summon. I guess we could see if we could hit him once and get a summon out of him before... Nope. Kane won't allow it. Anytime you make plans while Kane's up in the sky, he's just going to interrupt them, son. Well, that's a nice armor. I call dibs. Kane's like, I beat the enemy. And Cecil's like, yeah, but I opened the box. Checkmate. All right, well, now that he's got that ice armor, Kane can have our hand-me-down flame armor. Don't worry, I broke it in for you. It should slide on because it's still filled with my sweat. White mooses. I hate mooses to pooses, as they used to say. Like, who said that? They're probably weak to some elemental magic. So, yeah. Yeah, we'll get a turn Sunday. Imagine all the fun we'll have when we get a turn, boys. Summon elemental power. Now we're all going to stand here and pray until a bald, half-naked man falls down and cleaves the earth in twain, or in this case, cleaves the floor of the tower in twain. Iridia, this is the part where you summon the giant, half-naked sweaty man. See, Jesus don't want nothing to do with it. Any day now. There we go. Gaia Rage. Get smoked, shitlords. Done. Wow, 2169 experience. That's a good fight for level. If only we had alert items. Okay, let's see who's getting a heal thrown on them. You are. Boom. And then everybody gets a big heal. Oh boy. See, Iridia summons are super useful. The only problem is, you see how long it always takes for her to bust that shit out. Yeah, I had a feeling that weren't going to work. My Ice Brand sword probably won't work either. Man, we ain't getting one damn prayer answered down here. Hurtful? What about a kick? Learn Shell. Son, Lieutenant Maress can finally be summoned to raise our magic defense. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Boom. More monsters. Well, it doesn't matter. Once again, got in a fight one step from it. 2 bitchin' chimeras. Gee, Cecil, how come your party lets you fight 2 bitchin' chimeras? Because I've got a hot white mage girlfriend. Just as a joke, use a change rod. You know Kane would never allow it. Uh-oh. Didn't do quite as much damage as you hoped, did you, Kane Sama? We all got burned up in the front row and we loved it. I knew Jesus would come through in a pinch. Pinchy, pinchy Jesus. Okay. Don't worry, Yang. I've got paladin heals. Ooh. Gonna take a couple. You're not going anywhere, are you? Here, read this magazine. It's gonna take me a minute. Secure eye. Alright, Kane, calm the fuck down. We're gonna see what this thing's a summoning today. Oh Lord, give me the strength. Aim shot. Fat crits on the aim shot. That's just like a snake with a head. A non-snake head, they call it. Alright, Kane, do the honors. We all know you want it more than anyone else. An ice shield. I don't even know how to point out how that's a nice shield. We might as well give that to Kane, so that way both he and Cecil have a fire protecting item and an ice protecting item. Good times here in the party. You know what, Kane? You've been such a good boy, and I know vegetables. You landed on a salad bar once by accident after you jumped. You went to jump on an enemy, and Cecil killed it, and then the caterer, who didn't know what was going on, just happened to roll out a mobile salad bar in that spot. Kane landed in it and accidentally ingested some vegetables. So we're going to put that beret on him. I'm sure he could pull it off. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm going to pull it off when I take it off my head, throw it in the trash. Oh no, it's just an empty room. I'm getting Final Fantasy II vibes. Are there rare encounters in here? You can tell me. I'm cool. How come when I want to find rare encounters and see the Sakaguchi's ghost, he determines how many steps you're allowed to take before you get into a fight? We could have been to the end of the game at this point without getting in one battle. Are there just no fights in this room? Unless you use an alert item, maybe? I haven't gotten any of those yet. You can steal them from Secure Eyes if you had somebody in your party capable of stealing. Everybody in my party's too damn honorable. We'll have to come across some cool guy who doesn't mind stealing things later in the game, and maybe we could work something out. All right, let's figure out what they're actually... I'm going to assume they're weak to fire because they're white mooses. And that the joke is that everybody else in here is weak to ice, so there's an enemy that's actually weak to fire, and that's how they get you. Sakaguchi thinks he's real fucking clever. The kick didn't even affect them at all. Huh? No, they're weak against ice too. I guess they just can't really be hurt by melee attacks. That's why our icy swords and claws and spears haven't really affected them. I didn't have the patience to summon Shiva. In case you're wondering why I didn't just summon Shiva. Don't make me summon the Shiva. Oh, we're running back this way because we're going to go back to bed before we go up to the next floor. Since we did a bunch of optional content. Let us save. Alright. Walk around Rosa style. Not really much to these fights when you think about it. It's just getting shit done, doing everything by the book, son. Kane and Rosa couldn't take that enemy down together, son. Well, looks like you guys aren't very compatible, huh, Kane? Kane's like, yeah, I guess we're not, Cecil. I guess we're not. Oh my goodness. You crowd are aggravating. I'm tired of fighting you. Okay. A single bitch of Chimera. Alright guys, we're in charge of softening him up for Kane's lance. That ought to do it. Oh yeah. Fifth floor. Look at that box placed in an aggravating location. Can't give these chimeras away, son. How's everyone's hit points? Yang downloading a damn audiobook to listen to. War and Peace. While Cecil tries to heal all of his wounds. Arctic. Back attack. Alright, ladies. You're in charge of getting the shit knocked out of you. The boys will be in the back row making snacks. They're like, is that what you think we do in the back row? Cecil's like, oh, I don't know. I can't see you. You're behind me. Idiot. God. Can you believe these girls came? I'm telling you. We probably don't need to be summoning no Shivas for such a simple fight. Well, look at that. Kane and Rosa work together to take an enemy down. Maybe you guys are more compatible than I thought. Hey, Kane. Maybe the next time I'm going to Paladin school for a new update, you and Rosa can like hang out for the weekend and be friends. Kane's like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Sister's like, no, it's fine. I'm sure y'all be good friends. Maybe you can go to the beach. They could do that game at the beach where you put a watermelon down and you put a blindfold on someone and spin them around a lot and hand them a baseball bat, kind of like a piñata. And their task is to smash the watermelon open so everybody can eat it. You're like, has anyone on Earth ever done that? Try everyone who's ever been in an anime and went to the beach. Well, anyway, they could do that, but instead, Rosa blindfolds Kane and spins him around, and then he has to jump in the air and plunge down on the watermelon with his spear. Luckily, if he misses and hits anybody, Rosa's there to just resurrect them, son. Let's see. Heal her. Heal Kane. Heal the boy. Then heal everybody. Look, they put that little side path there to deceive you, but I have the ancient text on my side. Ambushed by chimeras. You hate to see it. That's why you got to look both ways before you cross the road. You never know when you'll get ambushed by a chimera. Well, one thing I could say about lowering the battle speed is it takes longer for Kane to jump. I don't know if it's made our gameplay experience any better or not. Tell you what, I want to see how drastic it is. If we put the speed all the way to the slowest, let's see how long a damn fight takes. And then there was the six. Oh, you're worrying about that middle room. That's plot related. We can't go in there yet. We're not good enough. We haven't earned the right to advance the plot yet. Oh boy, another save point room. Let's see what's going on here before we start dedicating ourselves to saving games. Okay. Hit me up. Alright, I guess we could let Yang walk around for a bit. He's a cool guy that everybody loves. If Yang's your favorite Final Fantasy IV character, leave a comment. So I could respond with, why? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Medusas? And there are two of them. There are two of them. Come back, Medusa. Come back, Medusa's sister. I'm gonna try to turn you into pigs for fun. She's like, okay, I'll try to turn you into a statue for fun. Be as swine. Become as swine. Kane's gonna land on that thing and be like, where did this fucking pig come from? I know when I jumped in the air, there was a snake-headed woman standing there for me to land on. Which one of y'all replaced her with a pig? Was it Charlie Broker? Okay, let's see here. Oh no, we're on a decisive floor. Where things can happen. I do like how Yang walks with such purpose. With his little overworld sprite. Boys, you crowd are boring. How many fucking bitchy chimeras can one fucking place have for me to slaughter? Yeah, I guess the battle is somewhat slower. It gives us more time to reflect on things, I suppose. Alright, that was a fun experiment, but I say let's crank that shit back to the nuts. Okay, before we go trudging across here in our short pants upsetting the balance, let's make sure everybody's got good HP. Good HP. Dr. Lugie. Is this a character we should know about? Lord Rubicant. I believe he's the fire fiend. Apparently he has to go deal with some ninjas. And once again, to bring up Axe Cop. Did the kid from Axe Cop write this? He's like, oh, there's like a fire lord, but he had to go fight ninjas. What a weirdo. Son, I'm glad Rydia speaks for all of us. Rydia, I'm just going to keep changing it throughout the playthrough, so you know who I'm talking about. Little green summoner girl. But yeah, I guess Kane would be familiar with this guy since he used to work here. He's like, Kane, did we not change the locks when we fired you? Did your employee key still got you in your Barnab? Okay, he's built some sort of Frankenstein's monster. Dr. Lugie is, his face shape is odd. It vaguely reminds me of like a camel. Also, his robot is beating the dog shit out of him. So, that's fun. I bet that robot hates lightning, son. That robot also refuses to play Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, that's right. You don't have, whatchamacallit. You ain't got haste. Kane, you're just in time to not get the protect buff that Rose is casting. You're the only one being denied Rose's love. Kane's like, could you phrase that differently, Cecil? Cecil's like, no, I think it's pretty poignant. It's like a metaphor. Medicine. Is it bad medicine? Is John Bon Jovi gonna get involved? Let's pray that this monstrosity can be taken down. Dr. Lugie is like, you'll never get me behind my monstrosity. And Kane's just like, okay. And just jumps over it. Just casually jumps over it. Oil. He blowed up. Excuse me? Could you not blow up in front of my hot wise mate's girlfriend? Bastard. He's like Frieza. He took out the healer. What you gonna do, huh? You're just a man. You Phoenix down, and then Kane, you give her a high potion. What? No, I don't think she needs mouth-to-mouth, Kane. I think you could just pour the potion down her mouth. Oh no, we all be poisoned. Antidotes all around. Beam. Very straightforward attack. I appreciate it. I do like that everybody turns like bright purple. All right, first of all, you need to slow that boy down. Slow that boy's roll. Laser? My God. I know it's a good enemy skill in Final Fantasy VII, but Jesus. Emission. This guy's being a right tosser, you know that? I'm starting to think I don't care for this guy cut of his jib. All right, as soon as he does something, which was oh no, it's reverse medicine. Reverse medicine. All right, Rosie, you're gonna need to kiss Cecil and make him all better. You need to jump out of here.
Thanks, babe. I can always count on you.
Oh,
Maybe not.
you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna summon Rama for fun. I'm not sure what that medicine is doing. All right, Kane, you're on Rosa duty again. Just this once. Let's summon the Chocobo. We ain't done that in 100 years. Maybe Shell will protect us. Lieutenant Maresk, get in here. My God, we're taking a magical beating. I want to heal my friend Kane, but I also want to hit that enemy with my sword. Kane will understand if I just melee.
Choco kick.
Oh yeah. Sleep gas. Oh no. Rosa, why? Yep. Oh, it did 1 damage, son. Kane somehow persisted. I'm so proud of him. I meant to pick focus instead of brace, but he woke her up? I don't know what's happening. And she's back in a coma.
This is just like when I invite her over for movie night. She didn't even make it halfway through V for Vendetta.
Kane had enough of this farce, boys. If he had the limit glove, limit break, or limit glove blue magic, excuse me, that Quinn? I don't know Quinna's last name from Fantasy 9. Don't expect me to. It's too much. You're putting too much on me. The Loogie Key. Can we rinse that off first? You got a sink up here? This tower connects the two worlds. To the overworld, that means we'll have to cross the overworld map. Oh yeah, the super cannon. I forgot. Are you the one that named that? He's pleased with himself. And then he blowed up. We must stop the super cannon. It's true. It's true. All right, I don't think there's anything else here of note, so we have to head back downstairs. Fine, Kane. If you're gonna whine, we'll heal you. There we go. What a good, clean boss fight. And everybody had a good time. These fucking things. Yet again. So how y'all enjoying the playthrough so far? I hope I'm doing the game justice. I know Final Fantasy IV is a lot of people's favorites, son. So I hope my nonsense isn't ruining the playthrough for you. You're like, I thought the nonsense was the playthrough. Just waiting. I was going to say who's going to make it first. Are our prayers to Shiva or our prayers to Jesus going to be answered first, son? And we got our answer. Just saying. Boosh. Yeah, I'm going to assume that's the rare encounter for this area. I wish we could get it more often. There's an item called the Alert. Well, there you go. I wish granted. There's an item called the Alert that when you use it from the menu, you immediately get in a fight, if it's an area you can get into fights, with that area's like rarest enemy encounter in the encounter table. It'll be quite pertinent in a certain room in the final dungeon. You crowd that have played the game before know what I'm talking about. And we're fighting a very appropriate enemy for that foreshadowing when you think about it. Oh, a couple of you had to be extra hardy, did you? A couple of you had to go to Carl's Jr. this morning. Just an excuse for Cecil to bust out his half-assed paladin heals. Wow, that was Akira. Akira Toriyama. So the weaker spells, or some of the spells, seem to cast a lot sooner. So I guess the spells have like casting time. Curaga, finally learned, and Mini. That's also a spell. We can't stop it. I can't take them. We need to start drinking more potions. Boys, this is hurtful. Henry of Henry Margaret fame, even he would have something to say. And normally he don't give a shit about regular potions at this point in the game. He's like, even I, Margaret, have enough sense to know that potion's not that rare. But goddamn, it's still wasteful. Yeah, our inventory's quite full. Have I mentioned recently the inventory shenanigans? If something rare dropped, I'd throw some shit away. But for the time being, we've got all that good vendor loot. I usually go to Final Fantasy II when I'm thinking about bad inventory systems, but think about Final Fantasy I. Like, you didn't have to worry about, you get a stack of 99 of each consumable if you buy them, but I mean, regular heal potions was the highest level healing item. There were no Phoenix Downs or Ethers. And then each character could hold 4 weapons and 4 pieces of armor. So, yeah. If you wanted to loot every item in that game, you gotta make a lot of trips to town. Medusa back attacked us. Ladies versus ladies. Alright, this fight, the boys are just gonna step back, son. We got a snake-haired cat fight on our hands. Even Ray is getting involved. He's probably a good friend of Rod. Well, you fully turned him to stone, so congratulations. You got everything you wanted. Alright, what are we gonna do to the two of you? We're gonna slow you down. Okay, this is getting aggravating. Now, I said it was just going to be the ladies, but that doesn't mean Cecil can't use a gold needle on Iridia, son. There's only one man who's going to fight these two, and his name rhymes with Blighton. I like that Yang gets a turn. Here he comes. Ladies. And there you go. It's just that simple and clean. This fucking guy again. This fucking guy. Let's see if Yang one-shots him. If not, we'll see what he decides to call forth. Oh, that fucking thing yet again. Nobody cares. All right, Kane, put her to bed. Okay. At least it's a different encounter table this one time. Never mind. Yang was filled with piss and vinegar in that order. An X potion. Hot damn. Let's see, what garbage can we get rid of? What's going to sell for the least? Probably this grape, though. Not too great, are you? Lord help me, this inventory is a mess. Okay, let's put you up here. Gonna have to scroll you all the way to the top, son. There's no way, there's no getting around it. It's part of the game. Hate the inventory system, not the player, as the saying goes. I need the dry ether to be next to the regular ether, and then I need the elixir to be here. We got antidotes and cottages. Oh my, oh my. Everything good? Good enough. Boom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Smoked. And froze. Smoked and froze. In that order. Okay. About to bust in here and do something about the super cannon, but in the meantime, for no particular reason, as always, let's see what our boy here is wearing that we might covet. Most of the stuff he's carrying is fairly straightforward and easy to get a hold of. So, mind arrows, decoy, octopus. Yeah. The headband he has is nice. That cat claw makes me nostalgic. You're like, man, why is Uncle Tenfey worrying about what Yang has equipped? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, Uncle Tenfey. Yeah, we just need to get rid of some of this garbage that I covet much too much. Much too much. That's easy to say. Alright, let's see. Fireclaw and Thunderclaw can be bought at the store. Don't even need to compare them to the Star Fox 64 Player's Guide. You already know. Catclaw. Headband. Black belt. Silver ring. Ice claw. The black belt can probably only be equipped by him, right? No, you can put it on other characters too. And it does raise attack power. It probably makes him faster too. Just a thing to think about. Same thing, the headband. Just one of those little interesting things. You've got to use the loogie key. The super cannon. Well, look at you all so proud of yourselves at your workstations. Oh no, how will we ever defeat you? Oh, I thought for sure that would kill him. I guess we'll have to get him with a biohazard. And the day is saved, and Kane even leveled up. It's a win-win, son. We'll turn the cannon off, go home, go to bed, and everybody will just wake up in the morning and share some laughs over breakfast. Or they could be a bunch of sore losers and run over there and bust up the controls. Well then. Yang's dead. What can you do? God bless him, son. A real state trooper, that guy. That's an insult to his memory to compare him to a state trooper. Well, we've got to walk out of the tower now. Sans a monk. You're like, ooh, a sans a monk? What kind of job class is that, Uncle Tenfey? That sounds real neat. You think you're real cute, don't you? Think you're real clever? Coming up with that. All right. Let's all sleep. Hey, we'll have more room in the tent now. And less snoring. Just trying to see the good side. I do like how even with the little limited animation of these overworld sprites, they conveyed that Yang just knocked the shit out of everybody and they flew out of the room. So I wonder what he did in there to disable the controls, that he had to throw us out of the room first. Oh. I'm just so used to Kane going first. I didn't know what was happening when Cecil lit up. Get froze. So I suppose this is one of the reasons why they don't let you use exit and warp here. It would ruin their little cinematic moment. Let's turn him into a frog as a joke. Become as frogs. As always, Cain is left out of Jesus' healing prayers. Egg. So the deal with the egg is if you don't destroy it in one shot, it hatches into an enemy. Could be a good enemy, could be a bad enemy. Doesn't matter, because Cecil obliterated that damn thing. Black Liz. I just realized Rydia could have used her change rod to cast Pig. I wonder if it's more accurate if she cast it from the menu. Oh, it didn't work. I could have easily obliterated the enemy, but I was just trying to have fun and cast some of them spells that you never cast in a Final Fantasy game. Oh Lord, this fucking crowd. I ain't got the patience for this. I like how she has a cool bird on her back. The, like, the Baba Yaga thing that we're technically fighting. Alright, Rosa, put on the bed. Oh. Oh, Rosa. Why? Looks like somebody could use a paladin heal. And it's me, the paladin in question. Very by-the-book battles. Sorry I don't have world-class nonsense to spew, but things are just so by the book. That's what the chief of Tenfey doesn't understand, that if everything's done 100% by the book, you miss out on world-class nonsense. Alright, I think we're ready to get the hell out of here. To make like a tree and get the hell out of here. Son, how convenient. Sid just happened to have returned with the airship when we were falling out of the Tower of Babel. We constantly have to introduce party members to each other because everyone keeps dying or falling into another dimension where they age faster or recovering from quote-unquote mind control. Blazing bolts! All right. Well, Sid's dead. I don't know what else to say. The man jumped out of the airship into the tunnel to the other world while holding bombs to blow them up in midair and collapse the cave in. So, yeah. So we're going through party members like Tic Tacs, son. Orange Tic Tacs. Can't keep a hold of them. All right, before he blew himself up, he told us to go to Baron Castle and find those two assholes that work for him and demand they upgrade the Enterprise. So that's what we're going to do. In Sid's memory, we're going to yell at his subordinates. It's what he would have wanted. Hey, guys. Well, there you go. You could tell which one of them was like the more dedicated apprentice to Sid, because he adopted Sid's patented jump up in the air and spin technique to upgrade airships. Now we can pick up the hovercraft that we left 100 years ago and take it wherever we want. Good for us. Even if you killed him, he'll just come back to life. You crowd are optimistic, son. I won't take that innocence away from you. We'll just pretend that Sid isn't actually dead. And also Yang. All right. So now we can get back to exploring the overworld map and having a good time doing it. Guess the first thing we'll do is go up here and get our hovercraft. Hover. So one of the optional things you can do, remember I mentioned this cave 100 fucking years ago? Well, this is one of the places you can use your hovercraft. Is to go over to this here little cave. This here little cave, they call it. Adamant Grotto. Now remember, they're little fellers. Like that village up there was full of little fellers and frogs and pigs. My dad found a strange ore here. He collects animal tails as a hobby. So I mean, your dad have a lot in common. Don't want to talk to you unless you have a tail for me. I don't. Boys, don't tell Bahamut I showed up here without any rat tail for you, son. Boys. I mean, this is a good Final Fantasy game, but without rat tail in it, I don't know how people could say it's the best Final Fantasy. Everyone knows the best Final Fantasies have rat tail in them. Is there anyone we haven't summoned? I guess we haven't summoned Ifrit. Now that we're back on the overworld, let's burn these needle mice up, son. Like we're Shigeru Miyamoto in 1992, and somebody just showed us the Sega does what Nintendo don't commercial, son. We're about to burn up them needle mice. Oh yeah. That was fun and unnecessary. Alright, well if we come across any animal tail, I'll come tell this guy, son. And he could be like, nice. Alright, we're going to go ahead and drop you off where you need to be. Across the ocean blue here. But before we get back to advancing the plot, first of all, I realized that we actually forgot a treasure from in here. And I know you kids were screaming at your computer monitors and your cell phones and your iPod touches that you watch Tenfey videos on. So let's go back in here and grab it real quick. Well, I say that, but do I have a free inventory slot? Just the one. That's all we needed. Woohoo! That's all that I need. Damn it. I specifically was like, don't do that, and then I did it. So remember we had to fall down that hole there, where it turns out you can walk through this wall. Boom! Of course there's monsters, but we're hardy. Quarrel. They're proper quarrels and Lamias, son. Somebody call Furion up. We got some ornery snake women to deal with, and I know that he's an expert. Can you turn a quarrel into a toad? I like how whenever I try to say the name of that recurring Final Fantasy enemy, I become a Murloc. It's a quarrel. Nope, he can't become as frogs. Let's see what Libra has to say about him. I like your cool snow leopard color palette, son. No weaknesses. He's too cool for weaknesses. Chop chop. And for that, we get the Blood Lance. My God. So we could slap that shit on the cane, It absorbs HP like the blood sword of Final Fantasy Fame, but the problem is it lowers like all of his stats. So even though his attack power technically went up, if we look at his stats, that thing has a hit percent of 30. So I guess the neat thing about it is if you just keep jumping and the enemy doesn't get a chance to hit him, it'll be like that time Ben the Dragoon soloed Bahamut. While his good friends Chris, Tommy, and Jeremy all watched and clapped politely as all the cute Dragoon ladies hid in the bushes and watched and got all hot and bothered, son. It's a canon event that happened. All right, well, now that we got that item, I'm curious when the episode of it, because I still haven't even started editing this or anything, so when the episode of this playthrough goes up where I initially loot that castle, I'll be real curious if any of you all left a nice comment that was like, hey, dumb shit, you forgot the blood spear. Guy pretends to be a Dragoon otaku and doesn't even get the damn blood spear. It's embarrassing. Of course, I don't know if you had to take that time. I appreciate your nice comment, but damn, some things you say can be hurtful. The fat chocobo, please. Now, one thing you can do in this game if you want to properly min-max your inventory that I haven't been doing is you could look on the ancient text and see what status effects the enemies in any given dungeon are capable of. Because then you don't have to haul, like, I'm hauling this diet food around. When was the last time we got turned into a pig? And these maiden's kisses, when was the last time we turned into a frog? Have we ever been blinded? But then again, you get in that one situation where it happens and you're like, damn, I wish I had that item. I guess that's the conundrum. I'm going to store that for sentimental purposes. And that. And that, and that, and that. We can sell that. We'll hang on to the blood spear. Because it's cool. Because it's cool. She's got those ice arrows. Right now, that's probably not a big deal. We can sell that silver ring. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Just right. The flame shit, we could buy those, so I don't mind vendoring one. That's my process. We could carry the black belt around in case we wanted to min-max our damage, like we throw that shit on Kane. Because, I mean, he's not all the time getting slapped around because he spends a lot of time in the sky. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, in the meantime, Rosa, sweetheart, honey. Why don't you put these blind arrows on, because I'm pretty sure they have higher attack power. Yep. And I don't think we're going up against any particularly ice-weak enemies. We might be, but it doesn't really matter. She's not really there for dealing damage. Cool, cool, and the gang gang. All right, let's hit up the shop. What are we selling, stranger? I'll sell this, and this, and this, and this. Oh boy. I've got all the money. If only I had something to spend it on. Alright, alright, alright. In between recorded sessions, I might try to pretty up my inventory even more. But for the time being, I think we're doing all right. We could, yeah, let's sleep at the inn. I'll spend 50 gil to not have to walk all the way to Cecil's bedroom, since Rosa won't warp us directly there.